to the hotline for today, Friday, the 6th day of March 2026. Good to be with you today, listeners. We're out on the road once again. This time we are back at University of Technology for this National Resilience Symposium. It's about how we design Jamaica's infrastructure systems and institutions to withstand future climate, economic, and technological shocks. We look forward to bringing you as much of that as possible during the course of the program between now and 1. We thank you so much for joining. We know that you have choices. We're happy when you come here. Happier when you find reasons to stay. This is the hotline.
Emily's views, her position on the issues, her point of view backed up by the facts. Here are Emily's views.
Well, when we're on the outside, you know that there are a lot of competing noises. So we do apologize for the background noises when you do hear them. Some of those we have no control over. But yesterday we had news that the 50-year-old relationship with Cuba under various memoranda of understanding in which nurses and doctors, a team considered medical professionals, come to this country to give support. We've been made to understand that there has been an inability of both administrations to agree on terms and conditions of a new technical cooperation agreement upon the expiration of the one in February 2023. And as such, the government of Jamaica has taken the decision to discontinue the current arrangement concerning the deployment of medical professionals in the public health sector by the government of Cuba. We have since heard from the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade that this inability to come to agreeable terms with Cuba, it has nothing to do with the United States. I have a lot of respect for Kamina Johnson-Smith and the work that she does. She's a steady hand. She's a diplomat of the highest order. In this instance, it is going to be difficult to convince very many people, if any, that this inability to agree terms with Cuba has nothing to do with the United States. And in fact, there is very little in the world at the moment which is untouched by the United States. And I think every country, every institution, including the United Nations, World Trade Organization, whatever, every single entity has accepted that the rules-based system under which we believed we operated, that system is now of yesterday, and whatever it is that is requested, and if not requested, demanded of countries by the United States, countries have to think long and hard. And in fact, I pause on long. They don't think long. They inevitably return with a yes to the United States because of the changing and the changed posture of America. So nobody needs to be a little bit shy about saying that this has come because of concerns about the United States, about the system in Cuba, because we know it. There's hardly any backroom talk in the United States. Donald Trump says what he desires openly, and he does exactly what he says he intends to do. And single thing he's doing, he tells you, in his view, it is America first. And I think I have certainly come to understand that there's no point in a country such as Jamaica at the moment, or any one of the small territories in the region, attempting to push back on this so-called point of principle that I hear a lot of people talking about. Because our dependency on the United States for so much, it now means that if ever we do or say anything that will openly aggravate the administration in the United States, we could have an economic crash or crumble in a very short period of time. And I have said, and the Prime Minister has explained, it is pragmatic diplomacy that is at work. It is economic diplomacy that is at work. And I'm very, very concerned about people from time to time even asking leaders to give their views openly on this particular thing that America is asking or America is doing, because now whatever leaders say, those sentiments get posted all over the world, and they're brought to different members of Congress, and different members of Congress have their say. It gets to the president, and instantly some sanctions of sort can be imposed. So these are not normal times. I see a lot of you guys on social media making some comments and talking about whatever principle is to be applied. There's hardly anything that is unprincipled about the positions now, certainly that I see Jamaica taking. We're literally trying to survive and to walk through the raindrops because the rules-based system, it is no longer operating, not the system as we knew it. Yeah? I would love to find out from Dr. Tufton exactly how is it going to work now when we don't have these 300 Cuban medical professionals in the system providing the support that they have been providing, especially for the eye care program. They do a lot for eye care in Jamaica, a lot of surgeries and so forth for decades now, as we said. What's going to happen? How much is it that we normally pay to the Cuban government versus how much it will cost us to engage with any other territory which may have, and I don't even think there are other territories which have medical professionals in the surplus as Cuba does, because Cuba has this excellent medical program, always has, where people from all over the world go there and study. And what is it going to cost us if people are available to bring people into the system? We don't know. Yeah, but such is the nature of the world in which we are now living. When we come back, the sentencing hearing of one of the most topical cases in Jamaica in the 2020s here,